basic steps on how to serve a tennis ball. Have you ever wanted to play with the Williams sisters or Rafael Nadal or Roger Federer? Well, they're at the top of their game. And you may see them serve the ball at 90 miles an hour. Obviously, I'm not going to do that in here. But there's some basic easy steps that you can get to that point. And then you may be asking, well, who is this kid trying to tell me that he can serve the ball? Well, I was on the high school tennis team all 4 years of high school, and I went to a summer camp, a tennis summer camp, pretty much every summer through elementary and middle school. So I pretty much know what I'm talking about. There's some basic things you need to get before you actually get onto the court. First, obviously, you're going to need a racket. The racket, it doesn't really matter. Nowadays, rackets are a lot more aerodynamic, and they're made out of like aluminum, titanium, tungsten, carbon, stuff like that. Your more expensive rackets are going to be upwards in the $300 to $400 range, but you can get a pretty decent racket from like Dick's or Walmart for like 20 to 30 bucks. Obviously, next is you're going to need a tennis ball. Tennis ball doesn't really matter. You can use an old one like this one or a brand new one. Me personally, being a tennis player, I love the smell of opening a fresh can of tennis balls. That is like, you can get high off of that. And then also, you're going to want to wear comfortable clothing. You're obviously not going to want to play in a tie and nice dress pants. You're going to want to have shoes that have nice traction because you're going to be sliding around on the court a lot, and you don't want to like trip over it and then like roll your ankle, and then you'll be out for the season. And that's no fun. And you're going to want to wear like loose-fitting clothing that's not too restricting. That helps too. Now to get into the actual form. You want to keep your hand, if you're right-handed, keep it in your right hand. If you're left-handed, keep it in your left hand. You're going to want to keep your dominant hand down towards the bottom of the rack, or the racket. And this is so like once you actually start playing, you can put your other hand just right over the top of it, hit a backhand, forehand, stuff like that. And then when you actually get to the serve, you want to start out with, make sure you like, most tennis players, you'll see them like bounce the ball a couple times just to get their mind focused and get ready. You're going to want to keep your eye on the ball at all times, because it's hard to hit something if you don't know where it is. So the best thing to do is just to make sure you always have your eye on the ball. You want to toss it up lightly, but not too high, because if you do it, especially if you're playing outside, you're going to lose it in the sun, and then you're just going to end up swatting in air and look like a silly pants. And then you're going to want to make sure you hit the ball in the center of the racket. If you hit it too high on the racket, it's going to go way far out, and then you're going to have to chase it and do a bunch of extra running that you don't need to do. If you hit it too low, it might not even go over the net. So make sure you hit it right here, smack dab in the middle. You want to have your racket back here like a back scratcher, like you're scratching your back. And that's basically the basic movements. There's some benefits to it. A lot of tennis is a great cardio activity. You do a lot of running. If you're not a runner, you might want to consider playing doubles, because you don't have to do as much running around on the court. Anything else? There's a lot of people that play tennis. You can join a club, or if you are that serious about it, and basically, that's how you serve a tennis ball.